Good time of the day. We're gonna start. We're just waiting for everything to connect. I'll be in a second. I'm waiting for the video to be connected in the groups as well, and then we can start drawing. Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Today is very sunny, beautiful day in London. How about where are you at the moment? Say hi to me. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to do a very interesting drawing. I call it Snowman, but it's actually it's very deep and it's very thoughtful, and I really like it because it helps to align yourself in the end of the year, to align yourself with yourself, to see where you were in 2020 in terms of 4 physical aspects. Well, not physical. Hi, Andrea. Hello to USA. Yes, in 4 aspects: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So that's very great that you're here, Andrea, and I hope other people will write as well where they are, as people are joining, coming, and so. But we can start with our topic. So you know how the snowman looks. It has different spheres, and today we're going to do something similar with ourselves, with how we were in 2020, how we are at the moment, actually, like by the end of 2020, where do we feel we are? And to keep things short, let's start moving. Let's start going. I will not start with the NeuroRide and how to do the NeuroRide. I hope you know all of that and how to do the conjoining, because we've done it in the classes before. If you haven't seen it, you can get the recording. In the description, there is a link to get the recording. It's free. And also, you can join the World of Neurographica. The link is also in the description, so that you can get the future videos, because the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to plan 2021. We have 3 days devoted for planning 2021. Okay, so, and today, let's get the paper. As I said, we will need A4 or 5 paper. First, it's a bit of preparation. And as you know, I do like my big post-it notes. I'm just getting it, so like that. And we start with that. But unlike usual, first we will not gonna start with 20 words. First we're gonna start with a bit different exercise. Okay. So I'll show it to you. So we take our paper, and I'll suggest we actually take it horizontally. And I'll take my pen. And we divide it. We divide it into 4 segments. You know, in NeuroGraphica, we monitor ourselves in 4 segments. So one is the body, the physical body. Then we have emotions. Then we have mental and spiritual. So what we're gonna do now, I ask you to close your eyes and to feel a bit yourself. Like just breathe in and breathe out quite deeply. And you think, while your eyes are closed, you think about your bodies. First of all, you think about physical, then you think about emotion, mental, and spiritual. If in total you have 100%, then how you divide this 100% between these four your bodies? How do you feel at the moment, at this particular time, by the end of 2020? How do you feel in terms of physical body? How do you feel in terms of your emotions, in terms of your mental and spiritual body? So let's take a couple of minutes thinking about that, and then we will have to write down the number, which will think how our body is divided at the moment in December, on 27th of December 2020. Now, how much time did you devote to your physical body in 2020? How much time, how much, not just time, but it's like comparing the whole 100%, how much do you think your physical body took importance in 2020? And you can write down the number. And then, or you keep it in your head, and then you go next to your emotions. How much your emotional body was important in 2020? It's not about importance, but it's like how much they play this role. Comparing to all others, how significant it was. Whether it took a lot of your attention or not. And the same then with the mental, with our thoughts, with our thinking. How much it was in 2020. And then you write down the number or you keep it in your head. And then the same with the spiritual. How much the spiritual body was important in 2020. How much time, how much energy, and in general, space, actually the space is the right word, how much space did it take of your 100% in 2020? Okay, so you have done, you have your results. I have mine. I'll tell you mine a bit later. What I want to show you now is that what we're going to do now, we're going to draw the sort of snowman. How are we going to draw the snowman? We're going to do it in 4 levels. So we start with the mental level. Don't draw it now, just I'll show you how we're going to do it. So we start with the mental level. Then we go, we start with the physical level. Then we go to the emotional level. Then we go to the mental level. And then we go to spiritual level. So this is in general how the snowman normally would look. Obviously, I do it now in a smaller part because I'll show you other options. But when you start drawing, please draw it on whole paper, okay? And you take the paper vertically. So this is physical, this is emotional, this is mental, this is spiritual. Okay, so this is how usually the snowman looks like. But maybe your body was not that important. Maybe it was like that. And then your emotions were just slightly bigger than that. But then your mental, you were like very much into it. And then your spiritual side was like that. That's also possible. So no matter how your percentage is divided, you can draw it in different levels. So for example, if your body was like that, but your emotions were like this size, and then mental it was not much, but then spiritually you developed a lot. Maybe you had some retreats or something like that. So it could be different proportions. It doesn't have to be the perfect snowman. Okay, so I'll take another paper and then we'll start drawing. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will answer to you now. I'll answer it to you later in the comments. Even if you're watching this in recording, you still can ask questions. You can just leave them in the comments. And ideally, you also please tag me in case if for some technical reason I will not see it. But usually I do see all the comments. So now we look at that. Our division. In my case, my body physical was 50% because I had the surgery, then I had to recover from the surgery. So that like whole year, I was actually very much into my physical body, into making sure that it's restarting, working properly, and everything is fine with that. Because you know that like if I had situations when my physical body was not okay, then I couldn't function normally mentally. My emotions all were all over the place. So the physical body this particular year, because I had some changes in my body, was very important to me. And it wasn't just important, I actually wish that it was less important, but it just took a lot of my time and a lot of my energy. So that's why in my case it's 50% of 100, so it will be quite big. This is my physical body. Then my emotions, they were like 20%. I had some emotions, but they were no as well as big as this one. So I'll say like that. And then my mental state, it was slightly bigger than emotional. It was 25%. I think I was thinking quite a bit. I was using my mind a bit, but still my body was more important and took more time than my mental. So I'd make it slightly larger because in my case this is 20, this will be 25. So I'll make it just slightly larger than the previous one. It's actually not straight, so make it. And then my spiritual, it was 5. It was just 5% because, to be honest, I just did not have much time in focusing on that. Okay, so we created this, our drawing. Now we can do this a bit more neurographical. This is how we were in 2020. This is how we are at the moment. And now, what we can do, we can actually change it. So this is our snowman. This is our situation at this particular time, 27th of December 2020. But our next step would be to change. How we can change is by increasing or reducing, but increasing is easier. So let's work just with increasing, because if you are not familiar much with neurographic, then reducing will be much harder. So let's think about how we want it to be. So today sort of we are saying goodbye to 2020, and we are sort of already make a mini plan for 2021, but we don't go there too much yet. This is just a small plan in terms of how we want to feel. All the dreams, all the planning, the physical planning, the days and etc. we will do the next 3 days. Today will be the drawing where we just, you know, like we will have a window, like hello 2021, I'm ready for you. Something like that. So this is my drawing. This is how it looks at the moment. So this is my physical, this is my emotional, this is my mental, and at the top is my spiritual state in 2020. Honestly, my spiritual, I didn't have much time to be spiritual. I didn't have much time, and neither I had much inclinations to focus on my spiritual life. I did do something, but I was much more material in the sense of physical, materialistic world, not the money world, but like, you know, the material energy, so physical energy. So I was more then, and then I also was more in my thoughts as well, because I had a lot to process. Emotions, there were some, and I think I was trying not to focus on them because I was afraid of, well, not afraid, but I didn't want to get negative emotions, so that's I was not focusing on those. But you might have completely different drawing, so that's completely fine. And just important is to analyze and think about why you had these particular shapes. What did it bring to you? Why did you focus like that? And now, so this is our shapes in 2020. I was just like, I even will make the photo. So I want to make a photo so that I will be able to compare it to the final drawing, okay? And I suggest you do the same because we're gonna a bit change it. Okay, so we're done with that. So now our job will be to change it, to make it how we want it to be. And this doesn't mean that it has to be like here, that like a proper snowman that's physical, big, emotional, mental, spiritual. Think about your 2021, how you want it to be. It could be different shapes, it could be different sizes. That's completely fine. Nothing in life is ideal and harmonious. Like, not nothing, but we strive for harmony. But in order to get it, you might need to increase something. And then you might need to change something else. So this is fine. There might be changes later on, so that doesn't have to be harmonious straight away. Okay. So I'm thinking my body physical was like that. That was like large. Let's say I will not decrease it, but I will increase other parts, and then my proportion will be different. So I remind you, my proportion currently is 50, 20, 25, and 5. So, and I did some rounding, like you see when the lines intersect, I did the rounding as usual. If you don't know what is rounding, what is conjoining, please watch the previous videos. I explain in the first, I think, 5 videos every single lesson. So I want my physical body to be less important, but because it's quite big, so I'm not going to reduce it physically. What I'm going to do, I'm going to enlarge others, which I want to be enlarged, and in this way also the physical will be reduced because others proportionally will be bigger. So I want to have more positive emotions. Yeah, I want more emotions this year, in 2021. So I want my physical body to be good, but I want my emotions to be larger than they are at the moment. And my mental capabilities also I want to increase, because I launched 2 big projects and there's a lot of work going with them. So I would increase my mental as well. So currently my mental took over my spiritual, but don't worry, I'm gonna draw it as well on top. So my spiritual will be there, but still it will not be. It will be the smallest comparing to all of them, but they will be more size. So as you can see, because I enlarged to others, so this one became proportionally less. So it's about maybe 25, 20, 25, and 5. I would say like this. It's not so much important the numbers, it's more important how you feel about it, how you see. Probably my proportions are not mathematically exactly correct, because this is a bit more than 5%. but nonetheless, it's not that important. What important is your feeling, your understanding, and how you want it to go further. Okay, so we'll enlarge now our snowman's body, and what we do need to do now, we need to highlight these new shapes so that they dominate. I'll even take the brush so I can see them better, or you can take the thicker marker. So currently I'm just highlighting it, but later on what I'll do the Later I will do the conjoining as well. So interesting. Yeah, it's almost like a new circles came up. Wasn't really, which is fine. I became taller. My snowman became taller. That's nice. We're growing. That's actually a good metaphor. We are growing, and now we get new different results. So now what we need to do, we need to do the conjoining. And if you have any questions in the meanwhile, if something is not clear, please feel free to ask me. And yeah. So it's nice. I quite enjoy it. And remember to breathe. We breathe in and we breathe out. And we do again conjoining so that we don't have any sharp angles left. So this is sort of how we want us to see ourselves in 2021. This is our mini preparation for the transformation from 2020 to, well, this is our transformation actually. And then next 3 days we're going to plan 2021, and then we also will have a course in neuro timing, neuro planning. So in January we're starting this course, so you can join it and learn how to do it yourself. You will learn not just how to plan the year, but in general how to plan your life through different aspects. Okay, that's quite nice. I quite like my snowman. So I quite like my snowman, new snowman. I think it's bigger. I think it's stronger. It has more substance into it. And now, as usual, we're gonna add the color. And now you can be more creative. You can add the color like it's really snowman, because also like think about this is a spiritual. We can add 2 eyes into our spiritual so we can see better in our spiritual life. And yeah, we can use the colors in our bodies in whichever way you like. If you know chakras, you can use the colors of the chakras, or you can add the colors just intuitively, whichever way works for you the best. Feel free to use that. I'm gonna take my pencils. I think I'm used to the 2 types of pencils. And we're gonna start drawing, coloring. Coloring in neurographic are called archetyping. Sometimes color can make the drawing like very different. Sometimes it can enhance it. Well, actually, it always enhances it. But sometimes theoretically you might like, or you might stop liking your drawing, but that doesn't matter, because in neurographic, it's not the final result what matters, but the process. So, but by the way, we haven't done yet one more point. We haven't done the background, because what is important in neurographic is to have connection to the background, because we can't be just by ourselves. We can't grow like this, become person like we want to be in 2020 just by ourselves. So we need to add some background. So what we do by background, we add some neurographic line. A neurographical line is the line which does not repeat itself in any part of its journey, and it goes where you do not expect it to go. So we just add in some neural lines. And whenever the neural lines touch, then we do the conjoining. So whenever they create an angle, we do the conjoining. If you've done the algorithm like NeuroTree, then you will know how to do the background. If you haven't done it, then that's fine, don't worry, you just repeat after me. You add the lines so that your page is not completely blank, so that you have this snowman on the page connected to the environment. For the neural lines, the small thinner neural lines, actually I will take a different thickness markers, so it's even bigger benefits for it. So this Snowman is connected with different neural lines, with different thickness of neural lines. And we can also not just do one line, we can, these lines can intersect. These lines can be connected and go different directions. You don't need to go to do just always one way. So it's, and you can feel like as soon as you add more lines and whenever they connect to each other, we do the conjoining. So as soon as we add more lines, we feel differently. Very nice. And we remember breathing and thinking about how does it change in your body, in your mental, physical, spiritual level, comparing to how you feel at the moment. How it's changing. What was in the beginning when you started drawing, how you are now. This is very usual way of monitoring the process in neurographicum. So we're adding more lines, and when you're happy with the amount of lines, when you feel that your background is there, it's supporting you, then what we can do, we can start coloring or doing the archetyping, as we say in neurographic. And again, the archetyping doesn't have to be like sphere by sphere. It can be also connected to the background. It can be connected to the environment. Actually, I will do something unusual for me today. I will add this golden in my mental. And in the beginning, it felt like very unusual. Why do I do that? But golden is sort of like it's clarity. It's like a yellow, but not a yellow. So we can add also a bit more yellow, I think. And I think mental clarity is very important, especially for me, because I'm quite often confused about what to do, what not to do. I do a lot of things and not always know what's the best for me. I mean, I might know, but sometimes my mental overcome my emotional, sometimes my emotional overcome my mental. But I think everyone has like that. Because the spheres, they're not like steady, they're interchanging. So I have this golden, so yeah, I really want to have a golden mind in 2021. That's very nice. How does your body feel? I started feeling so hot suddenly. I forgot that the golden color is not the watercolor. And remember, when we add the color, we added more than in one section. We added in several sections. So then I will add here in my physical brown, because I want, you know, like the body is like a structure, and I want my structure to function very well. That sounds funny, but I think people who know me closer, they will understand why. Because, you know, my body undergone some changes, and I need these changes to be now properly finalized, and like I want my body to function very well now. So now I'll add a bit more bronze today, like being a bit more creative. You know, like the snow is shimmering, so this will be also my color. I can add also different type of brown. You don't need to just, I mean, it's me, I'm adding brown. You can add any other color you want. You don't have to repeat after me. Oh, actually a red one. Yeah, I'll put it. And red one connects to emotional one. Okay, that's fine. I know I'm quite emotional person, so it reminds me. Even though I've chosen the brown one, but it became like brownish red, so that's fine. And by the way, I'm using the watercolor pencil so that afterwards I can use the water and pencil drawing a bit. Even though that's not exactly neurographical way of doing, because a neurographic is graphical, so like sense, so you don't really need to add watercolors there because watercolors are not exactly structured. They are like more, you can't put watercolor in very specific area, like it will put its own space. Yes, I do like the metal pencils. Yes, they add the shimmer, and I think when you're drawing the snowman, that's actually a very nice effect. I'm usually person who likes the golden color, and all these metal pencils they add a bit more like silvery, but I think in case of snowman it works very well because it's in the end of the day it's just think how I do I do from different sides, and like the way how you do the archetyping, the fact that I'm doing it from different sides, it's also creates a bit more energy, because if we do it smoothly then it will be more smooth, more harmonious, but I want more energy, and I think it's fine because I do want more energy in my body. Yeah, it does that shimmer, and in Snowman it's nice to add shimmer. You know, the Frozen, there's a song about Snowman. I quite like it. Actually, I quite like Frozen songs. I think they're very philosophical, even though the movie is for children, but it's actually a very philosophical movie. I quite like it. And remember breathing in, breathing out. And then it has full metal set that has purple and yeah, I have this ones about to talk about the metallic pencils, but what I don't like, for example, the gold color is still slightly silvery, so that's my issue here. Whereas I like the gold. I'm more like into warm colors, but these all are like a bit coldish for me. But for this drawing, it's fine. I quite like it. So I'm yet to find my warm metallic colors. You know, like when the eyeshadows, you can buy them with a silver undertone, and you can buy them with the golden undertone. Well, I like the golden ones. I haven't found the art pencils like that. Not yet. Maybe the ones you suggest, maybe they are like that. And actually, like what I'm doing now, I wasn't even thinking, but now I realize what I'm trying to do, the brown and metal, metallic color is the color of metal, and what I'm trying to do is the structure here, which exactly what I need. So my intuition works very well. I mean, I knew that before, but I haven't realized it as much. So I want a bit more lightness here. Add some green, just as a basement, environmental basement. I would say it's not inside myself here, but it's an environment. And I think also add the green in emotions, because I want my emotions to be easy and light. And maybe some green and some, yeah, quite like it. And see, I'm not an artist, so if you're an artist, you could do much more beautiful drawing. But in Neurographica, the beauty is not even in the final results. In Neurographica, what's beautiful is the process. So while adding the color, here we're adding the color, thinking about why we add which color. And by the way, today's drawing is based on the neurosynthesis or Neuroman algorithm. So we will do it later in the World of Neurographica program. For the next 3 months, what we do over the program is in January we do neurotiming. Then in February we're gonna do neuroconnection, because you know the Valentine's Day, etc. Like everyone, we either want to connect or you want to forget, and then we do neuroconnection. We try to connect, but at the same time, what we do there, we also, if you need to disattach from something, we will help you to do that as well. And then in March, we will actually learn neurocolor, neurocolor, and then you learn why we add which color when, like something what I mentioned now, but it's much more in depth. Yes, I want my emotions to be light. I had enough of heavy emotions. Actually, I don't think I had even heavy emotions. I'm not. I'm very easy and going in general person. So my emotions are hardly ever not easy. Even in the most difficult times of my life. My spirit, but like here by my spirit, I mean, not just this one, but this one is quite fine. So yeah, nice. So I'll add some more yellowish here in my mental state, maybe a bit more also the metallic, this bronze maybe, just to get a bit more clarity and structure. My thoughts are very more, I have more intuitive thinking than structure. I do like making structures. I do like planning. So I can't say I'm not completely a structural person. No, I have something of that as well. So it's very nice. I quite like it how the result is. And by the way, as I mentioned yesterday, we have the competition for the best drawing. Well, not the best drawing, but in general, in Neurographica, the best is very subjective. It's more about the results. So you need to submit your drawing and the description, or at least the results which you have with your drawing, and then we will announce the finalists in the new year. So if this, I'm talking about all the drawings from this NeuroRide times. You still have a chance to listen to all the recordings. You can get them for free through the link. I mentioned the link in the description. Also, we have 3 more recordings about 2021, about the planning 2021. So if you want to be present, you can join our group, the World of Neurographica, and it will be there as well. Okay, and just remember this video will be off after 24 hours, so please watch it now or get your recording. So wonderful. I like mine. So now we left with the spiritual. I'm just wondering, thinking which color do I want with the spiritual. I think I want a bit more action in my spiritual. It's funny, I will add more. Yeah, this wisdom, like the violet pink structured, but a bit metallic as well. Yeah, that's actually interesting. So, this is the first time I use my metallic pencil. I tried to use them before many times, but I just didn't feel them. I didn't feel that's right, because it's, as I said, I prefer more warmer colors. So you see this, my spiritual connects to my mental, so that's very interesting. because we don't focus just like, okay, we are not separated. All the spheres, they are interconnected. And very nice drawing. I like it, and I don't always like my drawings, but in neurographic, it doesn't matter what's the final result. Because I'm not an artist in the school when I was drawing, because I like abstract art. I don't like the specific art. I always was I was not the greatest one, and yeah, and now I enjoy it. I'm still not like no, I'm still quite humble in my drawings, I would say, but I do enjoy it. That's most important. In your graphic, it's important to enjoy, to be happy with what you get. Okay. So, and now what we need to do, and again, we take our thicker markers, liners, whatever you use, and we need to do the fill lines. So here, I think I'll do the fill line throughout my snowman. That is like my body, so that it gets united, it gets connected. And we'll start from the bottom, because as usually our fill line goes from left to right, from bottom to up. But because it's a vertical drawing, so I'll start from bottom, I'll go around, and then here, and then here. And if you created the new lines, if you created new angles, please do the conjoining everywhere where it's necessary. The brush is a bit tricky element to use, but sometimes I like it. So this is one my fill line, and maybe like one more so it's more stable. Snowman. This is my second fill line. You don't add too many fill lines. It can be a couple, some. I will not give you the exact number because there is no rule of the exact number. I mean, two. I would say two is a minimum. One fill line is not exactly like, because they. But don't do too many. Don't do too little. So I think two is a good number of fill lines. And then we need to do the fixation. But I'm thinking, do I want to do the fixation here? What do I want to fix? If there's any sphere in life which you want to, well, not sphere, but this, I remind you, this is physical, this emotional, mental, and spiritual. So if it's one of those you want to highlight in the next year, we want to devote next year to, then you can do the fixation. Currently, I don't feel I want to do the fixation of any of those, because I quite like the harmony there at the moment. So that's completely up to you how you do that. And you can leave it as it is, or you can do the fixation. You can add also some more neurographical lines if you feel up to, like, if you feel like you need to do more lines, or if you feel there's somewhere conjoining is missing, you can do that as well. No, but I think I'm happy with my drawings for now. Maybe after a while, after I work a bit, by the end of the day, maybe I'll add something else. But for the time being, I'm quite happy. And now you let me know how did it go with you. Please show me your drawings, and yeah, let's share your drawings. This is mine. I will also publish it here, and show me yours. I will be looking forward to see it. And if you haven't joined yet our group, The World of Neurographic, please join. The link is in the description. Also, if you want to get the recording of this video where we are drawing the snowman, and in sort of, we were smoothly moving from 2020 to 2021. We started it today, and we're going to continue the next 3 days. So if you want to get a recording of today's session, it's also in the description. And if you want to do with us the next steps, which are these planning for 2021, please join tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, we are doing that. And also I'll show you the algorithm of NeuroTimeline a bit, how it is. And if you would like it and you would like to join us in neurotiming, neuroplanning course, which starts in January, you are more welcome to do it. I'll also post a link. Okay, so then you have a great rest of the day, and please share your drawings. And yeah, thank you, Andrea. Yes, it's good night, good day here. It's 12:20. It's midday here, and so someone good morning, good day, good evening, good night. Wherever you are, be happy and enjoy your time.